All right. I hope your day is full of organic rotisserie chicken and organic buffalo cauliflower and roasted salmon and Korean short rib burritos and hyaluronic body serum and strawberry matcha lattes and organic living green oak lettuce. Guys, it's a Erewhon intro. That's right. We're douching out this week. We're big fans of Erewhon. Ian Edwards and I are big fans, and he's the guest this week. So why not start the intro with an Erewhon intro? Before we get into this week's episode of SHENK with Ian Edwards, there's just a few things I want to tell you about. One, I am coming to Atlanta. That's right. I'm coming to Atlanta August 7th. I'm headlining one night only. I'll be at the Punchline. And then the next day, August 8th, I will be in Florida. I will be in Jacksonville, Florida at the Comedy Zone. I'm headlining that night as well. And then August 29th, I'm coming to Austin. That's right. I will be at the Vulcan Gas Co. for one night only. Buy tickets to all of that. All of the tickets are in my link tree at Princess Shank on Instagram. So you can get tickets. It's all set up. It's all easy to find. Get tickets. Support live comedy. Also, Kim and I are coming to DC Comedy Loft in November. And we'll both be at Skankfest. So look out for that as well. Before we get into this week's episode of Shank with Ian Edwards, there's just one thing I want to tell you about. And that's Oh Yeah socks. Oh yeah. If you're like me, you like to protect your toes. You like to protect them in the most beautiful fabrics. And when it comes time to protecting your toes, there's only one brand that you trust. That's Oh Yeah Socks. Go to ohyeah.com. That's 3 O's HYEAH.com. You can shop the website. They have amazing slippers and socks to choose from. Whether you're into flamingos or alligators or fruit, there's a pair of socks for you. They make amazing gifts for your boyfriend, for your mom, for your sister, for your cousin. Shop Oh Yeah. Discount code Sara, SARA 10 for 10% off unique sock designs. And as always, you can find me on Patreon, patreon.com/Sara Weinshenk for bonus content. And let's do it. Let's get into this week's episode of Shank with the one, the only Ian Edwards. Guys, here it is. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Shank. I'm Sara Weinshenk, and today's guest is the one, the only comedian, Ian Edwards.
Sup, Shank? How's it going?
Welcome back. You're one of my favorite people to talk to.
Oh, thanks. You're one of my favorite people to talk to, too.
Because you're so chill and smart. You know, like, there's a lot of comedians, and not all of them are as chill as you.
I think just being chill makes me seem smart.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because then I don't say all the dumb shit that's in my head.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I'm filtering it and slow, so it just makes me come off cool. But I'm
you
just
meditate,
like,
right?
Don't say that. Sometimes, like I haven't really been doing it lately.
Yeah,
I need to get back to that.
Well, like, do you have any spiritual practices?
Hallucinogenics? Is that
is
that a spiritual practice?
Yeah,
I take some mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Yeah.
And then, like, when you take mushrooms, do you like to do it outside, or what's your...
Inside.
Inside?
Yeah.
Just inside?
Is that a crime? He just looked at me like that's a crime.
No, you can take your mushrooms inside.
Yeah.
I just, for some reason, was picturing you in nature on mushrooms.
I mean, I've done that, but I'd rather just be inside, just laying down, listen to some music, chilling.
In the AC?
Yeah, in the AC, yeah.
So you like writing on mushrooms?
No, I never tried it. I was going to try it Sunday, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what if I just, like, look at my material... high
and like
what would happen and punch it up
yeah I've tried to look at my material high, like on different psychedelics, and one time I just did acid and I was looking at it and I just stared at my notebook and nothing happened.
Yeah, you can't really see on acid.
No.
Yeah.
Have you done acid?
No.
You have it?
No. I mean, I have, but it's funny when I see it's funny I see people on podcast just admitting all the drugs that they did, like incriminating themselves.
Yeah.
And I'm falling in line with that right now. And I'm like, why are people doing? None of this shit is legal.
That is true.
Why is everybody like, yeah, I do this, I do
DMT,
ayahuasca, DMT, and
toad venom.
Yeah,
it's like
venom. Yeah, everybody's like snitching on themselves. So
yeah.
So it's like, you know, this shit ain't legal. So no, I don't do none of this shit.
Yeah,
but
me either.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to? Are you writing anything right now or working on anything?
I was writing on a show on Netflix from January to May.
Oh, so that was a while.
Yeah.
So were you going in to write, or were you doing it at home?
I was the first like going in room before the pandemic, and then since the pandemic, and then I wasn't gonna take it because they were like, you have to come in.
And you're like, fuck that. I like this loose schedule.
Yeah, it's like, well, I can't do it from my bedroom no more.
Yeah.
And get paid. And then it's like, nah, you got to come in. So then I didn't know where the office was going to be. Mm-hmm. And I also wanted to shoot a special in the early part of the year.
Okay.
And I definitely couldn't do it if I was going to do this job from January to May.
Yeah.
So then I was just going to turn it down.
Yeah.
But I was like, just do it. You know, I like the job. Uh-huh. I like the show. Mm-hmm. I did it the first season, but I was like, all right, let me do it. So I took the job, and then like a week later, they said, yeah, we're going to be writing in an office 5 minutes from your crib. Okay. And I was like, that's like my living room. That's close enough.
Yeah, that's close enough.
I was like, because if I'd have turned it down and then found out
it was 5
later
minutes.
on, it was 5 minutes from the crib.
That would have been so bad.
Yeah, it would have been bad. Yeah.
That would have been so bad. Yeah. But is it nice, like, having a sense of, like, a real, like, going somewhere? Do you like that? I feel like I might like that because it makes me feel like I have a real job. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking for some stability, like a routine, something to show up for.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny because it was the window to the office that they gave me looked right out onto the street on Sunset where I used to go to strike. You know, so yeah. So I could see 2 months ago me marching in front of me writing for Netflix me, like inside from outside. But yeah, it was at Netflix, and I don't live far from there. It's 5 minutes. That's why I used to strike there a lot. Yeah, because it was like I just go to strike to get my steps in.
Yes. So, how many days a week were you going to strike? Were you going every day?
I would say like 2 to 3.
2 to 3.
Yeah.
What was that like? Were there lots of people trying to network on the picket line?
Yeah, there was.
I got a packet.
There were
bro.
some people. Yeah, there were some networkers out there.
No.
Yeah. Why not? There's some networkers out there.
Yeah.
100%. Like it's like there's this young, charismatic black dude. Like I met him at one strike at WB, and he's like, yeah, blah 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 blah. He's talking to me like he knows me. Yeah. And then right before he exit the conversation, he's like, follow me on Instagram. I do this. I'm an actor. Yeah. He's out here supporting. The funny thing about the strike was, first the writers were on strike. Yeah. So then the actors were still negotiating their contract, and then it didn't work out, and then they went on strike. Yeah. So then the actors joined the strike, and you could tell that the actors joined the strike because the skin of the people on strike was way better than when it was just writers. You know
they all have like Botox, lasers.
Yeah, like the regiment, the
skin,
the morning and night skin regiment. Like you could tell, yeah, that's an actor, that's a writer, that's an actor, that's an actor, that's a writer, that's a writer. So these is based on what their skin looks like.
That's so funny. Dude, being an actor would be stressful because, like, imagine having to keep up on all of that all of the time. Dude.
I know.
It's exhausting. Being a human's a lot, too, though.
I mean, we make it a lot. Like, we have a compartment for everything. I was just talking to somebody. Yeah. And it's like, you got pajamas. You go home. If you're going to go to bed, you got to put on your pajamas or your house clothes. Then you got your gym clothes. And if you have a job, that job has a certain type of outfit that you wear. Yeah. And then, like, you can't just have breakfast for dinner. This food is for breakfast. This food is for lunch. This food is for dinner. And have you seen having breakfast at dinner time? You know, like, even though it's just food. Yeah. You know, people are like, hey, man, you can't cook me that. That's dinner. You know what I mean? So, like, we complicate shit a lot. Yeah, like if a mom makes her kids pancakes for dinner, everyone's gonna be like, mom's on drugs. Mom's on drugs, and she's an abusive mom. Yeah, like
she's lazy.
Take the kids away.
That's so crazy.
You know?
Yeah, there are weird rules.
Yeah, we have these weird rules
societal rules.
Yeah, it's like now there's like they have this box you can put your phone in so that you don't touch your phone. And it's like, just don't touch your phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just don't touch your phone.
It's hard to not touch your phone, though.
I know it's hard, but we were the ones that slid into making it hard. And it is hard not to touch your phone. Like, I'm on mine. But when I do talk to people, I'm not on the phone.
Because it's so rude to be on your phone when you're talking to somebody. It just makes you feel like... I remember going on like a first date with this guy, and he was... he was watching the UFC match on his phone in the bar, and he was like, "Hey, sorry, it's like nice to meet you, but this is like a really big one, so do you mind you can order a drink or whatever. I'm just gonna watch the end of this."
Who planned the date that night?
He did.
Why didn't he just cancel?
I don't know. It would have been better, right?
Yeah. Just cancel. You can't do that.
I'm all pissed.
So he's your boyfriend now?
No, he's not.
Did y'all smash that night?
No, yeah, we did.
So you like being ignored?
No, it was a dark period of time for me.
All right, I get it.
You know, sometimes you don't make the best choices on the apps. Are you on dating apps?
Nah.
Have you been?
I'm just out here raw dogging dating life, like no apps.
How's it going?
I was on Hinge because during the pandemic, because everybody's saying it was working out for them.
Yeah.
So then I get on Hinge, and they were like, you know, Hinge has the free Hinge and they have the pay Hinge.
Yeah.
And the way Hinge was treating me, it's like it was only introducing me to the people that, like, if you go to a club at night, and there's a people online waiting in line, and then there's a people in the club, and it's like the Writers Guild and the Screen Actors Guild. The difference in the looks is like, so the people in the club
are hot.
Hinge are hot, and Hinge won't let me see those people unless I pay to get
to unlock more.
To unlock more. So the people Hinge was introducing me to was the people outside the club that they weren't letting in.
You're like, I could have met those people myself.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So Hinge was mad disrespectful. So I got off that. I was like, I could just get disrespected at Starbucks or some shit.
Yeah.
Or in real life.
Yeah.
Like, and we live in LA, so I can meet better looking people than Hinge would introduce me to.
At Starbucks. At
Starbucks, Runyon Canyon, in the gym. So I was like, why do I need this disrespectful piece of app that's going to charge me to see someone in their club that I could see outside?
Do you like Runyon Canyon?
Nah, I just mentioned it twice. I just mentioned it because
it's such a scene.
Is that like a place to meet? Like, so like what are the places to meet in real life? Like, I've heard the grocery store is kind of good.
I mean, I think the fantasy of going to a grocery store is like fun. Like, when I was single, I remember being like, I'm going to go to Erewhon and hopefully I'll run into like some guy who's also at Erewhon. But then I realized that a lot of the people that go to Erewhon are just poor like me. They're just cosplaying, having money so that they can meet somebody at Erewhon. Do you know what I mean?
That just gave me the courage to walk up to girls at Erewhon going, listen, I know you're poor. Stop playing games. You want to go out or what?
Yeah. I know that smoothie is gonna cost you.
Yeah, that you don't got the rent this month based on the large that you're drinking.
Exactly. Like, I just remember like thinking that like that was the place to go. But then I don't know. I don't really know if there's. I think it's hard if like the older you get. Like, I don't think like going out and drinking you find someone that you're gonna date that way.
Yeah, I don't really go to clubs like.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm in comedy, we're actually naturally just at kind of a nightclub.
Yeah.
But I don't go to clubs. But I go to Erewhon to eat, but there are like mad attractive.
Right. There's hot people at Erewhon. Erewhon is the place to find hot bitches, hot dudes. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I do think that, like what I said, I think everyone's just cosplaying that they're rich.
I believe you.
Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop respecting these people.
Yeah, stop respecting them. Mm-hmm. See through their bullshit.
I saw you buy your items with no membership.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear shit. Yeah. You just paid and left.
Like a peasant.
Yeah, like a peasant. Commoner, you know.
Dude, do you go to Erewhon?
Yeah.
What about it, though? What about it? There's something about it that I fucking love, and I hate that about myself.
Yeah, I don't hate that about myself. There's something about it that I love. I mean, the question is, what is it about it that you do love? And maybe I can answer that after.
It's the elevated experience. It's like I go there, they have everything that I could ever need and more. Like for every type of dietary restrictions, for every type of health stuff. Like if I have an ailment, I know I could like go talk to the person there and they'd be like, "Oh, you gotta eat deer antler and that'll fix it." Like there's something about that makes me feel calm.
That's funny. You're using that person in the aisle as your doctor.
Yeah.
Like you're listening to their advice like
that's what poor people do.
Yeah. It's hilarious. What do I like about it? It's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? It definitely has a vibe, and it's a good hang.
The people are hot.
It's a good people. I like to people watch. And since I ain't going to the nightclub, I see them in the day before they go to the nightclub. And some of these workout outfits cost more than their nightclub outfits.
No, it's crazy.
So it's like I'm not paying to go see you at night. I'm just go eat a meal and see you during the day. And it's just everybody combined. Like just you get a idea of what's going on. Plus the way they set it up draws you in.
Yeah,
I don't know how they knew.
The layout.
The layout is like, and the hot bar. I fuck with their hot bar.
The hot bar is, it's the best hot bar.
Yeah.
I used to like getting deli stuff at other places. And now that I've been to Erewhon, I can't even go to the other places.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. It just doesn't even look as good next to it.
All right, guys, let's take a second from the podcast to talk about our sponsors. Listen, what if you could take a weekly shot to lose weight and keep it off? That's my dream come true.
If you've heard of Ozempic or Wegovy, you've probably heard three things. They're effective, but they're expensive, and they're hard to get. That's where Ro comes in.
If you lose weight, it comes back. You lose it again, it comes back. I feel like this is specifically targeted to me. I am a fluctuating queen. But yeah, I think that we've found a more sustainable way.
Through Ro, you can access prescription compounded GLP-1s with the same weight loss ingredient as brand name GLP-1s at a fraction of the cost.
Ro has compounded GLP-1s in stock right now that you can get in 1 to 4 days. 1 to 4 days. That's almost as quick as Amazon Prime. Ro members have support throughout the process. If you're eligible for the medication, patients have access to their provider on demand for any questions at any time. I love that as a nervous girly.
Okay, so you go to ro.co/thisbitch. That's ro.co/thisbitch.
Membership start at $99 for your first month. Medication costs are separate. That's ro.co/thisbitch.
Go to ro.co/safety for black box warning and full safety information. Compounded medication is not required and does not receive FDA review or approval. Prescription only.
All right, let's get back into the show.
Yeah. So I just go there and just grab dinner, sit out there with some friends. We eat, we talk.
I know Erewhon is like going out.
Yeah.
I agree. And it's also like, because people complain about the prices. It's like, bitch, you know how much an alcoholic beverage is if you go out? It's the same price.
Yeah.
Except for the smoothie is going to be more beneficial.
Yeah, exactly. The cost of a smoothie is more than it costs to get a table at a LA nightclub, but at least it's healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, why pay to go to the club during the day at night when you could just go to Erewhon during the day? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And accomplish some of the same things.
But my question is this. How many of those women that are in their workout clothes do you think actually worked out? How
They look in shape.
They look in shape. Sometimes, though, if I'm feeling lazy, I'll put on my workout clothes and go to Erewhon.
I put on workout clothes.
Even though you haven't worked out?
Yeah, because it's
an excuse.
It's the day outfit. Like,
Yeah.
People wear yoga shit to the airport to get on flights. Like, yoga pants has been like, it's women's new jeans or some shit like that. Like, they wear that everywhere.
Yeah.
And then I just have like a bunch of Russian tracksuits.
Yeah.
And I just throw those shits on.
Russian tracksuits?
Russian or, yeah. I look like a scammer. You know what I'm saying? I dress like a Russian scammer.
Scammer.
I just throw on my tracksuits and just, boom. All Adidas. And I put this on right quick, matching 2-piece, and just go about my business.
Yeah. There's something about it that just makes you feel like, No one's going to ask questions. You're like, I'm a sporty girl. Mm-hmm. They're going to assume I worked out if I have a water bottle, which I don't.
I feel like this. Like I dress like I work out. You know what I mean? So people might think I work out even when I don't. You know what I mean? Like if you see somebody with a face tattoo, you're like, he's a murderer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you see somebody with a chef hat, you're like, that motherfucker can cook.
Yeah.
So I just put on a tracksuit
and you're an athlete.
Go to Erewhon, and I'm an athlete.
Yes, you are, motherfucker.
Yeah.
What do you like from Erewhon the most?
The same thing I got yesterday. I just go there for like the hot bar.
Yeah.
Like to just grab some food. I don't get like produce from there. I think that's kind of expensive.
Yeah, no. I go in there and get the smoothie. I get out. I get the coconut cloud smoothie and I get out.
Are you a member?
No. Are you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You're talking to royalty.
I'm
right?
sorry. I should have come with a little different attitude. Yeah, that's it. That's what it looks like. It's bomb.
Right. And then is the Hailey Bieber thing always there? Is that
the Hailey Bieber skin smoothie, that's the strawberry one.
Does it really help your skin?
I don't know. That shit's like a goddamn milkshake. I don't think it helps anything.
But these look like milkshakes. Like they don't. Where's the smoothie at? Like what's in this?
Yeah, what is in that?
Espresso shot.
Wait, is there?
Does that say fragrance? Are we eating fragrances?
No, I don't know, dude.
Probiotics.
Well, those are things that you can add. Collagen, sea moss, almond milk, organic strawberries, avocado. I can't.
Yeah. What?
But like the Ian Edwards smoothie at Erewhon, what would that be?
I go to Creation for smoothies.
You do?
Yes.
Creation's good.
Right. Because
Creation with a K?
K. Creation with a K.
Yes, of course.
And because I'm a member at Erewhon, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm better than you, like they give you like one free smoothie a month.
I know. I see those. I see you motherfuckers getting your little free smoothies.
Yeah. And then, but you have to get it before normally the 15th. It's like the amount of time from the 1st to the 15th you can get the free smoothie, or else you lose it. It's like
you got 2 weeks.
It's like rent.
You got 2 weeks to claim your smoothie.
Yeah, you got 1st to the 15th to pay your rent.
Yeah.
And you got the 1st to the 15th to get your free smoothie.
Oh my God. I feel like you should get the smoothie all the time because you're a member.
I'm with you. But those are the rules. That's what I signed up for.
I saw were you going to Europe or London or somewhere?
Mm-mm.
You weren't?
When?
I thought you were going on tour to like a bunch of different places.
That's Batavia, Illinois.
Oh.
No, but I'm doing the Comedy Store in La Jolla. When's this coming out?
This is coming out. Oh, when is this coming out?
This is coming out next Wednesday.
A week from today. A week from tomorrow.
Oh, that's good. So I'm going to be, one of the dates is the Comedy Store La Jolla, the weekend of the 9th.
Hell yeah.
Through the 11th of August. And I'm taping my special at La Jolla that weekend.
Oh, that's awesome.
So just to put that out there. People pull up, yeah.
Yeah, pull up.
Yeah.
Go see Ian at La Jolla. La Jolla is such a fun club too.
Yeah, it's a fun club. And it looks like Europe.
Yeah, it does.
So maybe that's what you saw.
Maybe that is what I saw.
Yeah.
Like going to San Diego does feel like a vacation, especially after going to some of these other places.
Yeah.
Like Bakersfield. I'm like, please get me to La Jolla.
I do like the drive to Bakersfield though.
Not me.
Not you?
No.
On a Saturday, I was booked there like a few Saturdays ago twice.
Well, if they want to book me, I'll be available.
They got a new club there, so don't disrespect Bakersfield.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Bakersfield. I'm blessing myself now.
But yeah, I like the drives in California.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of peaceful, and you see like
Irvine.
Well, not even that I'll take, but just like when you see some fields and some mountains, or if you're going along the coast, or the drive to San Diego, like as soon as I get past the military base, I leave early, then I get past the military base, and then I jump on the PCH, and I take the long way to La Jolla.
Yeah, because
and
it's
just
so pretty.
watch everything is pretty. And I'll stop, buy some shit, eat it by the ocean, keep driving, stop, work on my set. Excuse me. Work on my set. Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick. I mean, I love going to La Jolla. I love going to San Diego. So you're recording your special. Do you have a name for it yet?
Yeah, I think I'm going to call it Transitioning.
Transitioning?
Yeah.
I like it. Is it going to be how long of a special? An hour, 30?
An hour. Cool. But I don't know if I'll put the whole hour out. We'll see.
We'll see how it goes. So how many times do you tape it? Like every set that you perform that weekend, do you tape?
No, I'm going to do the ones on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. You're not going to ask me why I'm calling it transitioning?
No, why are you transitioning? Why are you calling it transitioning?
I think we're all transitioning. Like, you know.
That's smart.
In a meta way. You know what I mean? Like I feel like after I do this special, the next special I do, like I won't be the same comic by the next special.
Right, because you're evolving.
I'm evolving. I'm transitioning.
Yeah.
And then, so I feel like I'm changing as a comic and as a person, and I have the skill now to say what I want to say more and talk about the things I want to talk about more, but I have material before that I wasn't at that level. So some new material that's more along the lines of where I'm transitioning to as a comic is in there, but some of the material before that also is in there.
Yeah, I get that.
So the transition is in the special, but the next special after that, you'll see like where I'm really going.
I get what you're saying, though, because it's like when you have the old bits and you're like, I don't really like...
Right.
They work.
They funny.
And I used to really care about them, and I used to believe in them, and they don't really feel that authentic anymore, but I don't want to waste them.
Exactly.
So it's like you're tying in those with like your newer stuff.
Right.
And then I get exactly what you're saying, because then it's like you're like excited for the next step of like the evolution, because you're like, it sucks when you're doing your old jokes and you like look at them and you're like, I don't really believe in them, but they're funny, and I feel like I don't want to waste them.
Right. And people will enjoy them.
Yeah, because they're good.
Because they're good.
They're
and I
like,
enjoyed them a lot when I first started doing them, but I want to like get deeper into this shit and become a better comic. So I have to let these go first before I can move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have some bits like that I need to let go of. And it'll haunt you. And when you say them, and everyone just responds like, and you're like, oh, I can't believe that this is so hacky. I can't believe it's working again. You know, like that. Oh, there's no worse feeling.
You're so hard on yourself. It's hilarious.
There's no worse feeling to me than like when like I do something new and it doesn't go exactly the way I wanted it to. So then I'm like, let's go to something I know works always. And I do it and it works. And the laugh is like so cheap. And then you're like, but what I really was trying to say was the first premise that you guys didn't really understand.
Right.
That's going to be fire. Give me some time to develop it.
Right. So you can have a great set and everybody's patting you on your back. And you're like giving them the stink face. And they're like, man, why was Sara acting like that? We was congratulating her.
Yeah.
But you killed, but you didn't like your set.
Yeah, I
but
feel like that a lot.
Get that. Yeah.
Do you feel like that?
That's happened to me. But now I try to be like, just at least play along, and I'll get my chance to do my new shit and make it as strong as the old shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing that sucks is when you do the new thing and you're like, it's genius, and you know that it's genius, but it's just not there yet. And you're like, I believe in this more than the other bits, but like I haven't figured out exactly how to say it yet. And you just, like the repetition and listening to it back and stuff.
Right.
That's the most frustrating part to me about stand-up. When you're like, when you have the new bits and they're not as tight as the old bits, and you're like constantly.
Yeah, it is frustrating when a new thing that you believe in does not deliver.
And you're like, I know that this is funny.
Yeah, and you can't figure it out.
You know what's frustrating?
Like, you can't figure it out. You're frustrated. A friend of yours watches your set, say, hey, say this.
and it works.
And it works. And like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
For helping me.
But thank you.
But thank you.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
And also like, and then they give you the tag, and then it's always like in your head that tag they gave you.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
You treat it like you just married someone. But this ain't your real kid. It's theirs.
Yeah.
So you try to treat it like it's your kid. But,
exactly.
but I only really fuck with my real kids. But I'll be I'll be nice to it.
I'll show up and be a good stepmom, but at the end of the day,
you're not.
You're not really
child.
mine.
Yeah, there's no DNA that links us.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, like there's something that feels inauthentic about it. But then, like when I've given my friends tags and they work, it's like, oh yeah, that's what you do. It's easy. Sometimes it's so hard to see something because you're just staring at it from the same exact like perspectives. Sometimes if you like put it away for a little and then come back to it, that helps too.
So that's where I'm at now. So I wanted to shoot this special in the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
To get it out the way so I can start my journey with my new material.
Right.
But I was writing, so I didn't have any road gigs. And in town, you can only do like 15, 20-minute sets. So I've kind of put it away. And then I went to New York to work on the production of the show at the beginning of June.
Okay.
And I came back in July. So then I didn't do any stand-up for like 3 weeks on top of not running the hour.
Right.
So the only time I ran that hour was when we was in Austin.
Yeah,
that was the only time this year.
Yeah, it was great.
Thanks.
It was a great hour.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So then it's been put away. But now doing it, like I'm realizing things about it. So I'm glad there was this gap. And so I like the new things that I'm learning about it. I say, oh, I can't believe that matches that like that. That's dope. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
you're like, oh shit, maybe I am smart. Or is this an accident? Like, did I really intend this? Because this lines up like our haircut from The Greatest Barber. I'm like, dope, this is dope. So and then I'm adding tags and I'm like understanding what I really was saying and am saying more because I was away from it. So yeah, you're right.
Yes, when you're too close to it and you're like, you need a fucking break sometimes from it, you know? And also like, I don't know, I think that like we, like as stand-ups, there's this, especially when you first start, you're like, you got to grind, you got to keep doing it all the time. You got to get up as much as you can. And like, that does help. But then sometimes I think like living life and having experiences and having like different like experiences affects your writing too. You know
that's
what
why
I mean?
I went to Comic-Con.
Oh, hell yeah. Was it crazy?
Yeah.
Was it like, did you sit in traffic on the way there? Were there
Nah,
lots
I
of
left
people?
early.
No.
I'm not trying to fuck with any traffic. The traffic is going to be in the convention center when I get there.
Yeah.
Like foot traffic. So I was like, I ain't going to deal with two different types of traffic.
Did you dress up?
Nah.
There's all kinds
Which made me the weirdest person there.
Yeah, just a regular guy.
Because I was, the regular guy costume was the weirdo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because everybody else is dressed up.
Yeah.
And they're like, who's this regular motherfucker in just jeans or sweats? And we were all like, I got a headpiece on, a saber. I got fur. Like, who's this regular dude? Like, chicken. What is he trying to infiltrate?
Yeah.
But I always wanted to go to Comic-Con, and a friend of mine hooked me up with like a decent price pass.
Okay.
So I was like, let me go check it out. And I literally took 3 days off, and the special is like in a week and a half.
Yeah.
But it's like, it was an opportunity to go see some shit.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need to have that opportunity to like feed your brain different things too.
Yeah.
You know? So did you have fun?
Yeah, I had fun.
Would you do it again? Yes and no.
I feel right now like I did it. I mean,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Check.
Check. You know? It's checked.
Like you hugged Alma. We went to go hug.
Oh, yeah.
Did you do that more than once?
Nah, that was just once.
Yeah, it's the same thing, dude.
I kind of wanted to go back again because the vibes was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I forgot that we hugged Alma.
Yeah. How do you even explain what that is to someone?
Yeah, I was going to ask you to explain to the audience what the hell we're talking about.
There's like this Alma, this lady, she gives the best hugs in the world, right? She's the best hugger in the world. How do you even explain this?
I don't know if that's what it is. I don't know. She
no,
go
it's
to her
not Comic-Con. This is different than Comic-Con.
This is different than
Yeah, Alma. This is like
Try
a religious.
to spell it like how you hear it.
AMMA.
But take out best hugs.
Hugging
I think
guru.
I just hugging
The
guru.
hugging saint.
The hugging saint. Like she's
And this is her?
This is her.
And
she wears a diaper because she doesn't go to the bathroom for hours while people are hugging her.
Yeah.
And she's supposedly the world.
So you want to get the first hugs.
You want to get the first hugs. You don't want to.
Yeah, you want to be last. Or you be like, somebody got a baby around here or something?
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
That guy got a way better hug than I got.
Look at that. Her nose. Yeah. When she hugged you, did it feel like it changed your life?
Nah, it felt like I waited a long time, and I'm glad I finally. Because we got there like midnight. I didn't get a hug till like 7 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a long day of waiting in line to hug this lady.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah. I don't know how I got. Oh, I know. Pam Walt got me. Is that how you got it?
Yeah, Pam. Pam told me about it. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, she always has like insights to different cultural things that are happening. So she's like, "Do you want to go get the best hug of your life?" And I was like, "Sure." And then they gave me a mantra. And then I was supposed to go to mantra school, but I dropped out.
Oh, hilarious. You dropped out of...
I dropped out.
You dropped out of mantra school?
Now I feel like I can never go back to Amma again.
Oh, shit. You ain't got your mantra degree?
Yeah. A mantra school dropout.
Hilarious. You should put that on your resume.
Mantra school dropout.
Hilarious.
Please, Amma, accept me again. Yeah, no.
They gave me one too, but...
They gave you a mantra.
Because you have a lot of time to kill.
Yes.
And they have all these different rooms.
Yes.
And there's you meditate in one. And then I think that might have been the same room they gave me the mantra.
Yes. It's like you get in like little groups.
Yeah.
It was
yeah, I ran into like people I knew I didn't expect to see there.
I know.
Yeah, and then we just kick it all night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a camp.
It was kind of
spiritual camp.
It's like kind of like spiritual cultish. Camp.
It's definitely got cult vibes.
Does it have cult vibes?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say that too.
Yeah.
I would say like you only need to go once.
Yeah.
Well, if you go back, you might stop talking to all your family members and
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I forgot that. I went to Hug Alma, yeah.
Hug Alma.
Yeah.
So you like saying yes to new experiences.
Yeah, I'm open. It's like I'll try some shit. Like I'm a comic.
Yeah.
Like I was just talking to some people. Like every time I see a comic go on stage, they always talk about how much they hate dating. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, if you're a comic, you can't really lose at dating unless something abusive, you're female and something abusive happens to you.
Right.
But if it's just a bad date, if it's a good date, you met someone. If it's a bad date, you got material.
Yeah.
You know.
And you got good material.
You know, sometimes I'm pissed if it's a good date and I'm like, this chick ain't helped me write no material.
Dude, yeah.
Like why do you think I'm buying dinner? Give me something.
Act crazy. Tell me something crazy. Yeah.
What is this perfect human trying to ruin my night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there was a while where I just felt like I was just literally like every date wasn't like a new bit. Like there was
Wasn't?
It was just like I'd go on a date and be like, that's so crazy. There's no way anything crazier could happen. And then I go on another date and I'm like, everyone is fucking nuts, dude.
I mean, the guy, I think there's something in the guy watching the UFC fight and say, go order a drink.
Yeah.
And then you end up smashing him anyway.
And then I end up, because he had me meet him. This was so weird, so oddly specific. He's like, can you meet me at the Langham Hotel in Pasadena? And I did, and I got there, and he was watching the UFC thing on his phone. And then I got drunk. Then we slept together. And then the next day, when I was leaving the hotel, there was Santa Claus, because it was around Christmas time, and all these families were lining up to take a photo with Santa, and I was doing like the walk of shame the next day, like past these
in front of families.
Yeah, in front of like these
Christian families.
Yeah, these Christian families, like little girls in like their gowns waiting to meet Santa, and I'm like hung over with my shoes in my hand because I fucked this guy that had like was watching the UFC on his phone. Like
hilarious.
Horrible.
As long as he wasn't watching the UFC while y'all were clapping cheeks.
Yeah.
And it's like you got, hey guy, you got to turn this fight off. How long is this fight?
Please. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to be watching a fight, I feel like. First date. It'd be different if we like had met before.
Right.
Like
I would just go to the fight and
have a date a different day.
Yeah. But
have you had any really bad first dates?
I'm trying to even. I'm like, how do I date? I don't even know. Like,
yeah.
Like, not recently.
Yeah.
But there were some before, I guess. I can't even remember.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's not. Sometimes the dates ain't bad. It's just some shit somebody would say that would register. Like, oh, I could use my response to that as material.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I just need a jump off point.
Yeah.
It don't even have to be like, like a seriously bad date. It's just something. Just give me something.
Give me a premise.
Give me a premise.
So I can go home and punch it up.
Yeah, so I can punch this up,
Yeah.
Like, dude. A girl might be like, why didn't he call me back? I thought we had a good day. I'm busy working on this material. I'm too busy working on this material to go back out with you.
Punching up this material that you gave me.
Yeah. I care for you so much, I would not waste this premise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It is crazy how that happens. I mean, one time I went on a date with this guy and he had the same purse that I had.
What?
Yes, so LA.
That's bananas. That's hilarious.
I was like, no, this isn't going to work. This is not going to work. It was just, he was wearing it, I was wearing mine. I was like, do we have the same purse? And we did.
That's hilarious.
And I was like, yep, that's not going to work, Sometimes you just don't know. What else was I gonna? Did you tell me you do Wim Hof breathing?
I tried it during the pandemic.
Did it help?
It might. I believe it does help.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I've just been too lazy to meditate, to do that, or just do anything that would help as much as I should. Plus, I feel like when I go to the gym, or when I just put on my gym clothes.
Go to Erewhon.
Then go to Erewhon. That's my Wim Hof breathing.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, but I should do it. That's one thing I should just definitely do.
What? Breathing?
Breathing, yeah.
Do you think it makes a big difference?
The mechanics behind it, the way he explained it, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
When they talk about the miles of, is it your arteries in your body? Like you have miles of arteries in your body. I don't know if it's arteries or whatever the air passage is that connects your whole body.
Yeah.
And then we breathe at a lower percentage, and we don't use our full lung capacity or oxygenate our bodies enough.
Yeah.
And then practicing this breathing, like, just exercises, let's just say, those arteries and fills them up, and you do feel like a little buzz after you do it. So I'm like, I believe in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because when I really think about it, am I even breathing like deeply? I remember I had this dumb friend in college who had a tattoo that said breathe. And I thought it was a dumb tattoo, but I'm like, sometimes you need a reminder, dude. Yeah. I don't think I would put it on me like that.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, at least they put it right where they were going to cut their wrists to prevent them. Every time they're about to cut I need to breathe. You know what I mean?
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. We live again.
Take a deep breath.
Reset. Everything will be better. That's our, turn off button and turn back on.
Breathing.
Yeah, breathing.
What about yoga? Do you do yoga?
I do a little bit.
I feel like stretching's good too.
Yeah, stretching. I do a little bit.
I feel like when I smoke weed, the only thing I want to do is stretch.
Oh, word?
Yeah. Do you find that?
I just want to lay down. Is that stretching?
Yeah, kind of.
Sounds good to me.
When you're writing your jokes, do you have a notebook? Or no?
I graduated. I used to
have a notebook too.
Yeah.
With a pen.
I used to have to write it down first and then transcribe it to the computer later.
Yeah.
But now, shit, I haven't written in so long. I probably write worse now than I did when I was 10.
I get what you mean. Like, do you just...
Because I just type now.
Right.
So it's like you don't get the exercise. Like the handwriting that I used to have.
Yeah.
And I used to write letters to people. and they used to be able to read it and understand what the hell I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, that's gone.
Yeah.
Like, if I write now, everything looks like a doctor's signature. Like regular words.
Yeah.
Regular words look like a prescription.
Same. It looks like a murderer wrote.
Yeah, it's like, is this person
okay?
Is this person all right? Like,
no.
Because all I do is type.
Yeah.
And you lose it,
Yeah. Like, when you think of a joke, do you, like, for some reason, I just text it to myself, which is not, like, the best way to do it. There's the Notes app.
I text it to myself.
You do?
Yeah.
And then I go, oh, I just got a text. And then I'm like, you dumb fuck. You just texted it to yourself. And I've done that to myself several times.
Yeah, I text it to myself. And there is, like, was it Google Docs?
Yeah, Google Docs.
Yeah, I could put it in there because you can access that anywhere.
Yeah, Google.
On your computer.
Yeah, Google Docs is good.
Yeah, but I text it.
I
don't trust my memory anymore.
Me either.
And say, I'll remember that. No, you won't.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes, and then I'll like forget that I texted it to myself and I'll open my phone and it'll just be like a word like going for a drive. Remember that bit? It's like, what?
I used to do that too.
Yeah.
But now I make sure I write it like with the context as if I was just texting somebody that didn't know what I was talking about, so that they would get the full context, so I'll forget the context too. If I just put do it lazy, and just put the punchline down, or just the thing that was funny. Yeah. When I read it later, I won't understand that shit.
I know.
I don't have that mental capacity to go back that 5 hours in time to understand what I meant.
I know.
So now I'll just write everything
exactly
down.
What.
Yeah.
You just take the time and do it the right way the first time, and then you don't have to be like, what the fuck did this mean? What was I, speaking in code?
Exactly. I know better than to believe in me.
Wow. Not me. I still keep believing in my broken ass. I'm like...
God bless you. That's amazing. You know what? I wish I had that.
Sometimes you gotta still keep keeping on, dude.
I wish I had the belief in me that you have in you. You know what I'm saying? I don't got that no more.
I'm like, I'm a genius. I'll know exactly what this means, and then I'll read it. I have no idea, dude. Yeah. So that's so exciting. You're gonna put out your special. You have another special out, right? You did a Comedy Central special.
Yeah, Comedy Central. But I don't even know if people can see that.
Oh, really?
Or where it's at. Yeah.
There's a fly in here.
Yeah, this is
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, come to the Comedy Store. It's beautiful here.
It wants to get on your podcast.
Yeah. Can we mic up the fly? See what he has to say?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on.
All right, that's it?
Yeah, that's
done?
it.
All right,
that's
cool.
it.
Nice rings, nice nails.
Thank you. Nice.
What's that? What that all about? The big green joint.
This one?
Yeah.
I wish I had a good story, but I don't know. I just liked it.
It's good. It's a good one. I like it.
Right? They look almost magical.
Yeah.
I like my hands to look magical because in case I have nothing smart to say, at least my hands look magical.
You got like fortune teller hands.
Yeah.
With those rings on. Your palm reader hands.
Yeah, it's so true. That's so funny. They do look like palm reader hands.
Yeah, like a movie palm reader. Like holding somebody's hands and reading their palm. Those hands look like you can read tea leaves or some shit.
That's so funny because it's so true. Well, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
You also have your podcast, right? It's a soccer
comic rant.
Soccer comic rant.
And then you can find me on Instagram at Ian Edwards Comic.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. And make sure you guys go see him in La Jolla. It's going to be really fun. You get to see him tape his special. He's really funny. Go check him out. And thank you guys so much for watching another episode of SHENK. You can find me here every Wednesday on SHENK and every Monday on this bitch. And then patreon.com/Sara Weinshenk for bonus content. And then what day does this come out?
I believe it's the 7th. Let me double check that.
Oh, I will be in Atlanta tonight at the Punchline. Come out. It's going to be a really fun time. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be in Jacksonville, Florida. So come out to that as well. And then August 29th, I'm headlining Vulcan Gas Co. in Austin. And I'll be in Austin for about 2 weeks in August. So come check me out. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Bye.